Hello, 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 everyone. We are here. We are here. We are here. Just give me a second. Make sure there's not any echoes. Okay, we're good on echoes. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Hey, Patricia. Oh, okay, Madison got the long hair. Don't care. Vanilla Bean, what is you doing? Being nosy. Aw. Nope. She is. Mm-hmm. Yep. No, she's doing research in Parkinson's. Her grandfather, hold on. Because I don't want y'all all up in my mouth and I don't want, y'all to do that. Let me get this water down first. Okay. And I'm too close. Hello. Hey, everybody. No, Madison is doing research in Parkinson's. Excuse me. Her grandfather has Parkinson's, and she recounted like how they went to having a like being able to do stuff together to the point where he can't even pick up the phone and talk to her anymore. Vanessa's very messy. Nicole, mind your business. Yes, we. I love Vanessa. Nicola Selma, Vanessa Louise. Girl, let's get in this car. We ain't driving over no cliffs, but we about to go have us a good old time. Hey. Yep. Oh, bitch. You know what? You know what, EG? Sometimes. Hold on, let me turn this down so I can really say what I want to say. Sometimes, EG, I want to have faith in you. Like I wanted to have faith in the fact that Jasmine Crockett would be the Democrat nominee going to the midterms, but because then people start turning black and brown folks away at the polls, and that Stephen Colbert interview giving Tellerico the extra boost he needed, like I wanted to have faith. I'm still going to have faith, but I'm not just going to have faith in you, okay? Because I remember yesterday where she told you, we don't know what the stroke and the medication and the da 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 did to your swimmers. So go ahead and get that checked out. And then I want to be ready. So I have to get checked out. And then I need to do X, Y, Z to be ready to start trying to have another baby. And you talk about giving her giving you your firstborn son. He may love his daughters, but I'm pretty sure he feels some type of way that neither one of them was boys. I said what the fuck I said. And I dare anybody who try to tell me I'm lying. He may love his daughters, but deep down inside, he feels some type of way that they weren't boys. And then she over here basically trying to throw salt on Tater Fat's name. I'm like, if we gonna throw salt on his name, just tell what you know, because you probably know that he slept with Eva. Throw that out there. Do something. You trying to get him off the case to put EG on the case because Criminella got you by the new growth when it comes to the situation that happened and sending an innocent man to jail slash prison for attacking you when you know it was a scheme that Todd had set up to come to us with the bullshit. I think she's researching Parkinson's. She is. Madison is researching Parkinson's. Her grandfather, she told us this. We found out what the story was when she first got the fellowship and was talking about moving to Copenhagen for it. Her grandfather is like one of her best friends, one of the people she spent all her time with. And slowly as time went on and his Parkinson's progressed, it he they didn't get to spend a lot of time together. And whenever like she calls, he can't really actually pick up the phone to have a long conversation. So she wants to find a cure so no one ever has to go through what she went through. And you know, all of that. They also mentioned Michael J. Fox, and we all know Michael J. Fox. If you don't know, Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's. I forget when he was diagnosed, but I know he's had the diagnosis for some years now. And I believe with the diagnosis of Parkinson's, he had to it was a show he had, and I believe in I could be wrong, but I believe because I watched E True Hollywood Story. I wish they would bring E True Hollywood Story back. But when they were talking about how he got diagnosed with Parkinson's and he had a show on at a time, a really good show, and he ended up leaving the show because of the diagnosis. So they mentioned his foundation and how his foundation pours a lot of money into Parkinson's research. Now, Vanilla Bean is listening in because she's trying to basically get Grayson a job so he could have more money to help his mama. Chelsea went down there to see her grandpappy. Yes, it's his 30s or 40s. This one's more aggressive. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Waste away. Y'all, the spoiler was Chelsea needed a shoulder to lean on. It looked like Vernon needed a shoulder to lean on. Tell your grandpappy. I like this knitted outfit. I do. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. That is not true, but we'll give it to the Caucasian lady. Yeah, he was really young when he got diagnosed. He was young when he got diagnosed with Parkinson's, and I believe either the show he was already on the show and had to leave, or this his Parkinson's started to affect how he was doing his job. He been living with 35 years. I was a I was a kid when I was watching the E True Hollywood story learning about him and his Parkinson's. Like, EG, y'all not having no baby. If you do have a baby, she gonna lord it over you. I keep because she don't want a damn baby with you. She is on birth control. She is not pregnant. Okay. Um, Honestly, shout out to Beyond the Gates. Whether the episodes do what we want them to, or the rightness there, or you feel like, oh, this was a great episode or not, I can say multiple things. They're bringing awareness to voting because you got to get out there and vote. We just saw what happened in the Texas primary where they were turning away black and brown folks from voting or switching their polling places. So, like I told y'all yesterday, if you got to get a caravan going so everybody could get to their polling place and vote, if we got to get the gas money together so everybody could get out there and vote, then we're going to have to do that. So they're bringing awareness to voting and the importance of it, where they've spoken on racism and continue to speak on it because, hi, hello, look at the world we're living in. It's not that different than the past. We're talking about breast cancer, triple negative breast cancer, and how, you know, genetics wise, it could be like the gene can be passed down to different family members, the BRCA gene variant. And also, breast cancer just doesn't affect women, it affects men too. But we also do it for the girls, the gays, and the days. So it also affects the days if you don't, if you're non binary. All right. So we're talking about cancer, and now we're talking about Parkinson's, which I think is a really important thing because Parkinson's does affect a lot of people. Like I said, soap operas typically blur the lines of reality and fantasy. But in the mix of the reality being mixed into the fantasy, you get some really good conversation starters, um, and possibly things that will help people in the future when talking about all those things. Like General Hospital, they talked about HIV and AIDS, um, and how it wasn't just, members of the LGBTQIA plus community getting HIV and AIDS. The couple who had that were a heterosexual couple. And the male from the couple got it from a girlfriend of his who was a intravenous, I, I feel like that's what it is, intravenous shrug user. So boom, here we are talking about these really important things. And if you can gain some knowledge or you could gain like a little bit of understanding from something and then take that and go look it up and research it and do the research and make sure you are educated on things is super important. E.g. keep boasting about this baby, you're not having a baby. It's not gonna happen. Let it go. Give it up. Chelsea is being the shoulder for Vernon because honestly, Vernon going through it. His wife has to go through even more like aggressive treatment to shrink her tumor. I feel like let's get Miss Monica on the line so she can help. Muhammad Ali had Parkinson's too. So yes, elevating issues. Let's talk about all of it. Oh, can you? Can you say about him? Listen. Vanessa and Nicole, a hoot. I love this Chelsea outfit. If you don't let Vernon solve these problems, he ain't got nothing else to do. Stop playing in his face, Chelsea. Girl, she looking for apartments, but it's not going well because she don't want to move. It's not about gaining medicine. Mm-hmm. Yes. As much as Chelsea don't want to hear it, it's been said by two people. You were definitely careless with her feelings. And for the people who hate Cat, no, Chelsea was absolutely careless with her feelings. It also gave no indication or care for what Cat's life would be like because your decisions affect Cat. Your decisions affect Cat. Whether people want to admit it or not, Chelsea's decisions do affect her. Like, ugh. Ugh. She don't want no baby with you. She coming up with every single excuse not to do so. A surrogate. I'm surprised he hasn't thrown out. Let's try surrogacy. She's fallen in love with this man. Even though she's supposed to be scamming him, she's fallen in love with him. But she is giving you every single reason why she don't want to have a baby with you. And still, you don't see the signs. Okay? You don't have no bangs. Okay? You don't have no bangs. You don't have no baby hair. So I can't say that they have gotten into your eyes because you can't see. No, you are just willfully ignorant, EG, and it irks my spirit. It irks my spirit, like what they did in Texas irks my spirit. Jasmine Crockett should be in the like she should be heading to the midterms. She been fighting for us. Let me come back. It irks my spirit that he just sitting up there just like willfully ignorant. She doesn't want to have a baby with you. She might have fallen in love with you, which is why it for her, when it comes to Criminella, aka Lynette, trying to scam him, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh, she was amped up on trying to take him out when she thought he was going back to Danny. But now that we know he's not going back to Danny and he's giving her all of his time and all of his energy and he defended her, now she wants to do the absolute most. But she don't want no damn baby with you because she's trying to count all your millions as wilt away. Now, Vanilla Bean is trying to get Grayson's mother into the show did. Show did. That Texas pulled that type of scam. Anyway, Vanilla Bean is trying to get Grayson's mother into the trial because Grayson's mother has Parkinson's. And Grayson does not have the money to put his mother in a facility that would really help her. Now, this could blow back on Vanilla Bean because what if in the trial or in the fellowship as they're trying to find things out and everything, what if his mama get a placebo and she don't get the actual medicine? Then what? You're doing too much. Miss Caucasian Lady Lena, the chief staff, is taking the credit for the fellowship being brought to Garland when we all know she's not the reason it brought to Garland. We know it was EG. Yeah, trying to get his mom in the trial, if he is the impaler or working for the impaler, is going to expose his life. But I don't think it's him. I honestly think it's Carlton, because Carlton is in and out so much, and that is one of the first things they told us when they started talking about the impaler. The impaler is in and out of town a lot. And who is in and out of town a lot? Carlton. Chelsea and Vernon are talking, and as much as people hate Kat, I don't. But Kat's also a fictional character, but okay. Vernon and Danny were right, as well as Naomi when she was talking to Kat about all of this. Ultimately, Chelsea is the EG of the situation because you just went and made a rash decision for your life, not caring how it was going to affect everybody else's life, specifically your best friend, your business partner, your cousin, your sister. Oh yeah, girl. Max and long hair don't care. They said, girl, we're gonna get her out the short hair. We're gonna get her in the long. Hey. Oh, and Thelma and Louise down there to the country club living their best life, and it ran into Kyle. Very much so. She trying to get that man back in her bed. Mm-hmm. Child, she not the damn impaler. Mm-hmm. It doesn't change her feelings for her, but it changes the situation. Mm-hmm. Listen, think about this. As much as people hate Kat, that girl done had so many goddamn changes to make your damn head spin. Okay? If I was Kat, I would have been down to, put me on a 72-hour hold because this is too much. Mm-hmm. And Nicole is being played like that's lunacy. Who at the door? Why the hell is Carlton here? to be out of town. What the hell you doing here? Don't come popping up. Ooh, hey. Nicole does look like a lioness, okay? She looked like she got her groove back. She looked like if you really wanted to, you'd get both of them men to take you to Paris, okay, girl? Mm-hmm. Ooh, 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 you about to buy a cup of shit. Oh, that is a good question. Is she the reason you decided to make Barrington County your new home? Kyle, stop playing. Kyle, stop playing. Okay, stop playing detective. Okay, don't make me have to call Nova. Stop playing. Um, Nicole is boom. This honestly, in an alternate universe, Nicole would have been Tootsie Roll it all up and through there. What the hell is he doing at? Why is he here? Why is you here? Jennifer Lewis. I love me some Jennifer Lewis. Okay, shout out to the NAACP. Okay, NAACP, NAACP. However we say it. Yeah, Nova. If you watch Queen Sugar, you know how we get down. They get down over there. I call her on you, sir. What are we doing? Tell the truth. Shout out to Sinners, okay, out here collecting all the awards. I feel it in my heart that they gonna take it home at the Oscars. I do, but Thelma and Louise down there with Kyle and Nicole and him share a little kiss. I was like, oh, okay, hey. And Vanessa is just egging everything on, and he about to sign him a new lease for a condo. And Vanessa's like, girl, depending on how high your stilettos is, if you put pedal to the metal, you'll be there about 10 minutes. And if you really speed on through there, you can make it in 5. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And if you got the power walk over there because somebody pissed you off, you can make it in 3. Mm-hmm. 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 It's all about, determination. But she was like, depending on what you said, it is depending on how I feel about this situation. Why are you making Barrington County your home? Is it because of me? I would have been like, girl, no. I mean, you are an option, but I got a really good opportunity down to the hospital. Hey. And also, I felt like I should probably settle down some roots and mention my kids at Banneker. Boom. That would have got it. And she would have known, girl, it's not all about you. It's not all about you. But why is Carlton here? Why are you here? Why do you have desserts in a box? Why do you have liquor? I don't know how many times it has to be said, but Nicole ain't looking for nothing serious right now. She's not trying to hop back into a serious relationship with another man after she just got out of another relationship. You and Kyle might be her stepping stones to the next one. Who knows? We might get a third man up in there. I don't know. She might try to stick her foot in the lady lake. Who knows? She might find out that she's a bisexual, aka a bisexual. Who knows at this point? But trying to force that woman's hand. Oh my God. All right. It's been cold here, so my nose is kind of running. But trying to force that woman's hand and trying to make something like super serious with you is annoying the hell out of me. Vernon gave Chelsea some good advice. You are not selfish like your father. You may have got your hype from him, and last name. Hold on. You may have gotten your hype from him and your last name, but you are not him. But ultimately, Kat feels like she been pushed out the way. Kat is your person. You're Kat's person. And guarantee if Kat was about to marry Tater Thought or move across the country with him, you would feel some type of way about it too. So you have to make sure that everybody in your life feels like they still hold a space there. Because ultimately, like I told y'all, Kat, my dog is barking and I can't do anything about that. Fire trucks or something went past the house. Um, Kat has like in the basically a year. It's been a whirlwind year for Kat, or like 10 months if you really want to say what it is. It's been a whirlwind for her. So many changes and everything just keeps happening fast, and just keep happening, and it's continuous on that she hasn't had a moment to just actually sit and decompress. And then you tack more stuff on. I'm moving to Copenhagen. Oh, I'm not moving to Copenhagen. I'm getting engaged. I'm getting married. Oh, but I might try to force my woman to go to Copenhagen. I might go with her. Da 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 da. We're not a care in the world of how that affects Kat and y'all's business, how that affects y'all friendship. And when she did say something, you kind of got an attitude with her about it. So here we are in the situation. It's a lot. Now, Madison told Vanilla Bean she can't guarantee, basically she can guarantee Grace's mother a spot in her fellowship trial. We're gonna see what happens. Ugh. Girl, she don't be doing her damn job. She got cute outfits, but she don't do her job. Mm-mm. Oh, bitch. Henry VIII died of syphilis. He also took one look at the girl's picture and then said she, you know what? Y'all need to go check out the ex-wives, okay? Check out that soundtrack. Talking about Henry VIII's ex-wives. That's a good ass soundtrack. Okay, the girls ate down. Ugh. But for real, Henry VIII died of syphilis. He's not a good representation. Manipulation! Grace has been looking good. She going home to be on Bud. She ain't even going home. Oh my God. My dog is so rude. Girl, she done lost some weight too. I hope she okay. In real life, she done lost some weight. But honestly, you know, black people, we lose our color in the winter. Um, my arms have started. Uh-oh, Lena done heard everything. Yeah, you know us black people, we fade in the winter. Damn, be looking pale and everything. You look sick, girl. I'm not sick. It's just winter time. Especially if you live somewhere that gets cold weather. Did she tell you, or did you go snooping in the medical records? I think you went snooping. Chelsea, go home. Vernon, kick him to the side. Chelsea, go. Just stop being nuts. Is that McKellen? Is that McAllister? Oh, it's McAllister. McAllister 25. Is that, what does that say? McAllister 25. The and McAllister. Oh yeah, I have ginger. I have ginger candies too. True. Just a scotch overprotectiveness. I still think he's the impaler. I don't care what y'all say. That's right, you run side eye him. He tried to get it good with you. Bitch. This is so much. Bernie needed that laugh. Bernie needed that laugh. Bernie needed that laugh today. He sure did. Ooh. That's right, Kyle. Be smooth. Tell her it was not for her. That right. Mm-hmm. 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 That's right. I mean, you a little added bonus, but mm-hmm. Mm. To 10 minutes, 5 if he pushed the pedal, and 3 if he speed walk his ass over there. Ooh, 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 ooh. Kyle, you just so nasty. Bye, Thelma. Now she said Vanessa is Thelma. No, baby. Vanessa is Louise. You are Thelma. Or is it the other one? I'm not sure. Baby, we got Brad Pitt at home. Oh, we just gonna go ahead and head out. They gonna go through something. I love this for Nicole. Go ahead and get your groove back, girl. Go ahead and get your groove back. How about this? And I believe that Wig wasn't the only one. I don't think Wig was the only one. I don't even think that. Now, I know they say there's a big storyline coming down the pipeline for Eva and Kat, and I know a lot of people once again want Kat to be Wig's daughter, but once again, I have to say logically, why would she, as in Wig, give Nicole her daughter when she could have just kept both girls? It is more logical that Nicole had twins and she didn't know, as in she passed out, or honestly passed out and gave birth, or so on and so forth, and she had twins and she took one of the twins, or um no, the actress who we thought was going to be Deanna is Francesca Anastasia's granddaughter. Um it's more logical that Wig either stole Eva and that Kat and Eva are fraternal twins, or she stole an embryo. Oh hell yeah. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Cat acts so much like Wig. Cat acts like so much like Wig," and it's just like, no, Cat acts like Danny, especially when Danny gets vindictive, which would have made more sense if Cat was Danny's daughter. But that's neither here nor there. Wig hates Cat. They keep forgetting the fact that Wig absolutely positively hates Cat. She blames Cat for why Ted did not choose her. She has threatened to physically harm Cat on multiple occasions. There were two people that she had to smoke for coming in town before anything happened, and it was Nicole and Kat. Yeah, it was Francesca. Everybody thought it was going to be Deanna, but it was actually Francesca. Shout out to Vanessa being a great wing woman. She got, not only did she get one of Nicole's men someplace to live so he could be close to his work, but also cut down the response time of them late night booty call texts. Hello. Hello. Ew. Um, Miss Chief of Staff then heard Madison and Vanilla Bean talking about Grayson. This cannot be good. Hmm. They do. Hmm. We love that. there's there's Triple H. He is not. He is not. He is not with her. Uh oh. Uh oh. Yes. Well, this is overstepping, Vanilla Bean. Okay, I thought he was about to lose it on her again. But yeah, girl, Vanilla Bean. This is fine, sexy lab tech Grayson, okay? FSLG. FSLG. Fine Sexy Lab. No. FSLTG. Fine Sexy Lab Tech Grayson. Okay? This is not delusional, Derek. Tread lightly. Oh. Oh, Lena gonna write everybody up. Lena keeping tabs on everything. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. Lena keeping tabs on everything. Everything. In the middle of the hospital? Oh, girl, y'all getting in trouble. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, weirdo. I told y'all. McAllister, 25. It's good stuff. Uh-oh, here we go. What you trying to offer? You're really nice. That was nice of you, Carlton. I still don't trust you. I still think you're a little weird. But you're a good man. We still haven't figured out if he made that deal with Wig to team up. Mm-mm. Bring your ass back. It is. Cause she already popping that coochie for Kyle. Popping that coochie for Kyle. She popping that coochie. She popping that coochie. She popping that coochie for Kyle. Well, if you would have went on the date like she wanted you to and not blew her off, she would have been popping that coochie for Carlton. She would have been popping that coochie for Carlton. Well, you screwed that up by listening to Ashley. So now she's popping that coochie for Kyle. Mm-hmm. How many people have told him to recognize where she's at? I have told him to recognize where she's at. And because he don't listen, it's why she's popping that coochie for Kyle. It's why she popping that coochie for Kyle. She say he's better and he knows how to work it. She popping that coochie for Kyle. Mind your goddamn business. Stop being a hater. Actually go on dates that she calls you to. Stop trying to put the pressure on. There's so many things you could do, but you don't listen. Just like a man. Well, that's your fault. No, this ain't the first time. This ain't the first time. She been popping that coochie for Kyle. She been popping that coochie for Kyle. Carlton messed up cause he listened to Ashley. Now he gonna be upset cause Nicole is what? Popping that coochie for Kyle. Okay, that's my new jingle, okay? This ain't their first time, okay? This ain't their first time. It took, listen, you know how I know it's not their first time? Because I was there for the first time. I went in the room, but I was watching, okay? We was all watching. But this is not the first time that she done popped it for him, and then he about to break that back like a glow stick, okay? He about to crack it, okay? Y'all know how y'all crack glow sticks and shake it? That's what they about to do, right? What am I doing? I'm not the one popping coochie for Kyle. Nicole is. She popping that coochie for Kyle. And Kyle and Nicole had their moment in the sun, well in the bed. They had a little roll around, a yang around the house, right? She let him in the bedroom on the first go around. You know who didn't get in the bedroom on the first go around? When she popped her coochie for Carlton by the fireplace, he sure didn't get in the room on that first time. On the second time, he got in the room. But other than that, he been trying to play hard to get. He playing hard to get. He likes me. She likes me. She playing hard to get. Mm, mm. Now, which group is that from? Okay, listen. I got a repertoire of music that it might come out sometimes. I like music. I was also raised by older folks. So, and I have a spirit about me that's just a little more experienced. Because I don't get old, I get experienced. But my spirit is experienced. So that song, it was a high five. I think it was high five. She playing hard to get. Um, she likes me. She likes me. That's what's playing in Carlton's head. But ultimately, in Carlton, I don't know how many times I have to tell you this, and I hate to have to tell you this every time you get on my screen and be talking about Nicole and you want to be in a relationship with her and That woman just got out of a 30+ year relationship, okay? Her husband cheated on her, okay? He made multiple choices of cheating on her, okay? He took her son, her firstborn, her baby, around that woman, okay? He was pillow talking with that heifer about her miscarriages and everything like that, and probably was talking real greasy on her name, okay? And she got embarrassed on her anniversary, okay? And revealed that he had a daughter with that lady, okay? So she got a divorce, but she's really just trying to pop that coochie. Pop that coochie, baby, pop. Uh, 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 uh. Okay, she's trying to do that. Okay, she's trying to get that back cracked like a glow stick. She's trying to be like still and get her groove back. The only difference is she's not gonna be on the beach in Jamaica with a young tender. Okay, that's not what's happening. She's in the DMV area, still going to work, and she got 2 men. Okay, she could get 3. Why have 1 when you can get 2? Why have 2 when you can have 3? Why have 3 when you can have 4? Okay, she's in her whole phase. She didn't get to have one of those. She's dating around. Hold it in your hand for browse around, hold it in your hand for a while, see what you like. That's what Nicole is doing. You over there trying to figure out what is the cheat code to get into her home and her heart and into a serious relationship, and there is no cheat code. You just gotta ride the wave. And ultimately, maybe you get swept up, or maybe you get thrown out. Who the hell knows? But just ride the wave. And speaking of people riding waves, she popping that coochie for Kyle. She popping that coochie for Kyle. They having a good. Oh, are you outside her house? Don't be outside her house. Don't be outside her house. Oh, don't be outside her house. You about to get your ass embarrassed. Oh, you about to get embarrassed. Oh, you about to get. Well, she in bed all right. Oh, she in bed all right. Oh, she in bed all right. You coming on too strong. Like, you about to get your heart broke. Oh, you about to get your little heart broke. You about to get your little heart broke. Mm-hmm. That's what he say. That what he, that's what his words are saying, but his mind and his heart is saying, I want you. I want you to be my wife. Oh, she having a good old time. Ooh, girl, sugar is a euphemism. Okay. He about to get a little sugar from her. Okay, he gonna come over and buy. Oh, he gonna come for a cup of sugar. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, she having fun, all right. Then you don't have good friends. Oh, 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 that heifer is definitely in charge. Oh, that heifer is definitely in charge. And in fact, the work. Oh, baby, we're not talking about Garland. Oh, she definitely in charge of the girls. Oh, she definitely in charge of the girls. Who's gonna become the new chief of staff when she get in trouble? Who knows this man? Uh-oh. It is not. Mm-hmm. You gullible motherfucker. You done used up a good favor for it. Oh, can we go back to the cold Papa Coochie for Kyle? Because at this point, I'm over it. I'm done. I quit. I give up. EG, you so damn gullible. It don't make no sense. Then you gonna be violent at a house. Then you gonna be violent at a car. This needs to be stronger. It's water, but I need something stronger to put up with him. Cause you dumb, ooh, you're being scammed. You just used up a good favor with probably the U.S. attorney. You just used up a good favor to help somebody who's a scammer. You just helped somebody who's a scammer. Um, Madison has seen Randy Sammy, whatever the hell his name is, before. So she's like, I'm good with faces. I've seen him before. And obviously, Chelsea points out that them two is arguing, and she's like, you got to be really close to be arguing with somebody like that in public. You really do. You really do. Especially sitting down, hush tone arguing. Well, you definitely got to be close to somebody to be able to do that. And they both curious as to what the hell is going on. Because if he's not, como se dice, what am I thinking? If he's not muscle, then who the hell is he? Vernon just hopes Nicole has a good time and everything works out for her, and I do too. Now, Carlton was outside Nicole's door and popped up. Listen, you just can't be doing pop ups and Popeyes. Did she call you? Okay, that is the quickest way for the door not to get in. So you don't just pop up in somebody's house without calling and letting them know you're coming over. Just like you should send a text before you FaceTime. Okay, how the hell am I? Who said I want to get on FaceTime today? Who said I look good today to get on FaceTime? Who said I'm even available to FaceTime? Text first, call first before y'all just do pop bys. And he is like, oh, I want to do X, Y, and Z with you, and we could do this and we could do that. And then he caught himself. It's like, you know what? We could do whatever you want to do. Just let me know. And it's just like, oh yeah, she gonna do whatever she want to do. She's currently doing whatever she wants to do. As in, she's popping that coochie for Kyle. She's popping that coochie for Kyle. She's in her bed popping that coochie for Kyle, and Kyle got the sugar and then asked for some more sugar, and she said, "Go ahead, baby," and they got right back to it. Ultimately, Carlton, let it go. I think you better let it go. Now, once Lena gets the boot for being the impaler, who will be the new chief of staff? Who's going to be the new chief of staff? Huh. I want to know who's going to be the new chief of staff. So obviously, Grace 560 Lab Tech Grayson is Arana. Lena is possibly the impaler. I'm still going with it's Carlton because you never know about the quiet ones for real. But they could be partners in crime. Okay, they really could be partners in crime. Or maybe I'm just stuck on the fact that the impaler be in and out of town all the time, like they said, and I really feel like it's Carlton. But oh yeah, they going ooh, you're going to jail. Oh yeah, where that IG live at? Yeah, y'all gonna get in trouble. Y'all gonna get in trouble. And then, Vanilla Bean is trying to help this man, but it's just like, girl, this man is possibly playing you. And as much as people don't want to admit it, Delusional Derek might have been right. And it's just like, something ain't right with him. Watch that one over there. Watch him. This is not jealousy. Y'all need to watch him. I'm not kidding. Watch him. Yeah, right there. Watch his ass. He's crazy. I see it in eyes. And Carlton is really close to the chief. You know who's not close to the chief? Nicole. You know who's not close to the chief? Crew Neck. You know who's not close to the Shanice is close to the chief, but that's because Shanice know everything about everything, and she wouldn't be down with the mess. Okay, she comes from a family of medical professionals, as in her aunt, aka her mama. And as much as people, honestly, here's my thing with the Facebook groups: y'all could understand somebody having an aunt or a cousin who's ride or die, and who's gonna grill your potential helpmates, but y'all can't understand where Cat is coming from. Me personally, I think that Shanice's aunt Monica, who's the oncologist, is her biological mother, and she does not know. Why? Because Monica made it a point to say, my sister and me separated. I wanted a career and I wanted to do what I'm doing now. And she was more into the family thing. So it makes sense, which is a thing that happened a lot, especially for people around Shanice's age, but it's still happening. You have family members who get pregnant and want to focus on their career, and a baby was never in their plans, so they give it to somebody else in the family to raise. A sister, a aunt, a grandma, a grandmother, a cousin, somebody in the family to raise, because the child would be better off with them having a loving home than somebody who probably wouldn't have gave them the time of day because they're too focused on doing what they do. What if Brad Pitt, Matlock, and Lab Tech all working for the lady and they don't know it? Um, I don't know if Kyle is working for her. Lab Tech 560 she's so rude. She's so rude. 560 Lab Tech Grayson is definitely working for her and knows it. I don't know about Carlton, but I don't know about Kyle. Because Kyle is a traveling doctor, but he's been a traveling doctor since his wife passed away. And traveling doctors, just like traveling nurses, make a good chunk of change. And he does orthopedics. Okay. And he's probably worked with athletes and so on and so forth to get them where they need to be. She was especially careless. She was especially careless when she was gonna move across the globe. That's a big move for a partner in biz or someone who lives hours away. Oh, talking about Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea was definitely careless in that moment, which once again, I don't get how people don't understand how this affects Kat. Listen, say what you want to say about the character of Kat. If you are business partners, best friends, cousins, basically like sisters, that is your person, because Chelsea and Kat are each other's person. If they need to call somebody to be like, this is where I need help burying a body, they would call upon one another, and y'all run a business together and y'all live together. It is careless to not have a thought about how this will affect the other person when you decide to just pick up and move across the globe to be with your partner, and y'all will be in different time zones. I keep telling y'all, it is Wednesday in the United States, right? It is already Thursday in Copenhagen. That is how much of a significant difference in time zones it is. It is Wednesday. It's 2:07 if you're in Central. Also, time zones play a part in this. They are on the East Coast. So while it's only 2:07 where I'm at, because I'm in Central, on the East Coast is 3:07. And it's only, okay, so the West Coast is 2 hours behind me. So it's just now noon on the West Coast. But it don't matter what time zone you were in. I don't know Mountain Time. Don't ask me. It does not matter what time zone you are in the United States, because it is Wednesday. In Copenhagen, it is Thursday, which means it was careless of Chelsea to decide that she was just going to pick up and leave and act like everything was going to be good, because there was going to be too many hiccups to the point where it already been like, fuck it, I don't want this business no more. And also had no care of what was going to happen to Kat with the living situation. Now we know that Danny wasn't gonna kick her out, but they moved into the gatehouse. I call it the gatehouse. They moved in there so they could work and live together and really do business. So here we are. Now Kat is having a hard time finding a place to live because ultimately she don't want to move. But she made a rash decision. She was trying to make a choice to leave first before she got left. She's dealing with some abandonment issues, and abandonment issues aren't ones you pick up as a young kid and then carry with you throughout life. You could be an adult with abandonment issues. Look at, if okay, 911. That's my show. I love that show down. Buck is one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite people on the show. Buck has abandonment issues, and Buck is in his big grown age of 30s, at either his late early 30s or his mid 30s. Buck has abandonment issues. And Kyle, isn't he a traveling physician? Yeah, he's a traveling doctor. He's an ortho. I think he specifically is in orthopedics. And like I said, Kyle, because I think somebody will try to make it, oh, Kyle probably works with the impaler for the money. That's how he's going to afford that condo. And it's just like, no. Kyle is a traveling physician. He has privileges in multiple hospitals and multiple clinics. He has traveled a lot since his wife passed away, which means Kyle is making money. And when you're a traveling physician, unless you're going to put down roots where you have been traveling because you're working with a lot of places, they typically have housing already sorted for you if you don't want to do something else. So Kyle has his money stacked away. Now I'm not putting it past that Kyle might be working for, Lena. But who the hell knows? I know we're gonna see who it is on Friday, or we're gonna get a hint of who it is. EG so damn dumb calling in that favor. You just wasted a good favor on people who's scamming you, and it makes absolutely positively no sense. But hey, you want a baby and feel like she gonna give you one, and it's just like somebody should have told you. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because she's down there talking to her cousin right now, trying to figure out how to get out of giving you a child. But with that being said, as we saw what happened in Texas and the fact that Jasmine Crockett is not heading to the midterms, disrespectful. I think it is Carlton, because Texas was disrespectful and switching up the polling places for people. moving the polling places for certain people out of a zone where they can get to, turning people away at the doors, or shutting down their polling places and making them go other places. Please make sure you get your people down to the polling place to vote. Vote early if you can. If early voting is an option, get out there and vote early so they won't play with you on the day to go out and vote. If you have to get a bus, a caravan, a charter bus, so everybody can drive around and get dropped off and picked up at the polling place to make sure everybody's safe. And if we have to get gas money together to do so, please do so. Voting is important. If y'all see what they're doing at the polls, if voting wasn't important, they wouldn't be doing this bullshit now. They wouldn't be trying to put a modern day poll tax on us, as in this the Save Act or whatever that thing is. Which, please call your senators, please call your representatives, and let them know you're not down with it. You don't care for it. It's not. We don't want it. Pack it up. Just like this war that they were trying to start. Nobody wants it. Nobody. Absolutely no one. Call your representatives. 5calls.org. That has a list of prompts for every law they're trying to pass federally, every law they're trying to pass in your state. You can call your representatives, you could call your senators, you could do all of that. And the prompts are there. I'm not going to tell y'all to do something I'm not already doing. I'm going to let my voice be heard. Somebody go hear what I have to say. Damn it. Hold on. Because I'm going to tell y'all where y'all can get the news as unbiased and unfiltered as possible. Give me 1 second. I told y'all I was going to have it for y'all, and I forgot. Interval News. Okay, you can find that on your local app stores. There it is. If you're wondering what it looks like, Interval News has everything, all the news. Okay. On the App Store, it's a white icon with the Roman numeral II on there, and the background is white. The Roman numeral II too, they're black. That is a good space for news. What is it? The knitting lady? I forgot because there was something before that. You look her up. She gives good stuff. There is Amanda Nelson. She has that man's L's for the week. Okay, and she is a great source of news. Like, you have to find your own sources of news, especially when certain sources ain't gonna give you what you need. But and Lisa, I forgot Lisa's name. I'll put it out there. I'll compile all of them because I don't just get my news from social media. I actually watch the news, but sometimes you can't trust the news not to be biased. But Lisa is probably like the only palm colored lady I trust to give me the news straight up. But ultimately, like I said, if voting wasn't important, if your voting rights weren't important, they wouldn't be trying to snatch them away or make it hard for you to go vote like they did to the people in Texas. And if you live in Georgia, specifically the counties where there are a lot of black and brown people, trust and believe they're going to try to do to y'all what they did in Texas, and you can't let it happen. If you're able to vote early, get out there and vote early. Get your people together and make a day trip out of it if you have to, because honestly, they trying to play in our motherfucking faces, and I'm tired of this. So tired of them trying to play in our faces. Also, we talked about Miss Anita's breast cancer this episode and her treatment being more aggressive. So you know what that means. Don't forget, for the girls, the gays, the days, and the menses, do your self-exams. Okay, breast cancer doesn't only affect women. It also affects men and the theys, if you're non-binary. Okay, shout out to the folks. It affects you too, so do your self-exams. Get yourself checked out. Write down your family medical history. I have a binder that I'm slowly working on writing down everything that I could possibly think of. Also, request your medical records. I have other hospitals because as a kid, we lived all over in the state that I live in. So I have to request my medical records from different hospitals. But I feel like I told y'all. I found out I fell off a swing set and had to be taken to the hospital. And when I asked my mom about that, she said, "How do you know that?" And I was like, "Because I requested my medical records. That's how I know that." She was never going to tell me. How rude. How rude. Anyway, I'm about to go put some lotion on. I'm having an eczema flare up. Well, I'm having an eczema flare up on my wrist and on my hand. I was already having one on my calves. Eczema is no joke. It's the most irritating thing in this world. I swear to God it is. But with that being said, I love everyone. I hope you have a good rest of your day. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow button, then come over here and like, comment, and subscribe. And turn your post notifications on. We have a good time over here. What are you doing? And if you're on YouTube, still like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. And share me with your people. And always hit those links in the description box down below. Vote.gov, vote.org. You can register to vote. You could check your registration. And you could keep up to date about everybody running for every position in your state. Okay. Yeah, it's not as bad as it was when I was a kid, but it pops up in like different, it's worse on my calves because when you get a flare up, it lasts for a very long time. But my hands typically, or my wrist, I just know I have to stop wearing certain jewelry. I can't wear anything mixed with nickel. So that sets me off. I learned later on in life that the reason why as a kid I broke out so much on, like, I had flare-ups on my, or breaking out on my stomach, was because jeans, like the little metal piece on the jean that touches your stomach is mixed with nickel. So that kept me in multiple flare-ups. Not a great time, not a great time. But typically, like, if it's my hands or my neck that's having a flare-up, it's definitely like jewelry that's mixed with nickel that is just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this no more. So now I know I can't wear that bracelet anymore. And this other one is just probably like the other hand that is I'm having a flare-up on, stress. Because that's what it hit. Number one thing, if I don't have nothing mixed with nickel, on stress. But with that being said, I will see y'all tomorrow. Like Annie and her orphan said, it's only a day away. And also, happy Melanated March, because then people decide to show their asses all throughout the month of February. So while we were always going to celebrate Black History Month, okay, all year long, because it's our centennial, we take it over every month. Okay, we got names for it all. And March is Melanated March. Okay, get into it. I love it. But with that